just say, while we fashion arguments around whoever is their preferred pick, let's at least keep the arguments sensible. To say that if the players had voted instead of the journalists, Lewandowski would have won, I think is ridiculous. PFA awards are evidence of that the players very rarely get it right. So that's, for me, Jan, I don't know how you come up with that. To say that Lewandowski is starting with a bit of a handicap because he's Polish, again, I don't understand that.
Of course. How naive can you be, Shaka? That is how naive.
You're disagreeing with that statement. You're the man that said, unless Messi wins a World Cup, he'll never be the best player in the world.
Hold on a minute. What does Lewandowski being Polish have to do with him being handicapped in this respect?
Because he'll never win the Euros or the World Cup. And Messi's been given this because Argentina won the Copa. No other reason. That's the only reason.
What did Poland do in the Euros? What did Lewandowski do in the Euros?
Did they win it?
I'm asking you, what did he do? At least, once again, at least set that tournament. Anyway, look, let me just say, to say that because he's Polish, he's somehow at a handicap of everybody else, in my opinion, is another ridiculous statement. To somehow equate 185 journalists voting for a Ballon d'Or to the World Cup voting, I really don't get that parallel, and I hate the World Cup voting. And I don't agree with the Ballon d'Or at all. So while you're fashioning your arguments around whoever's your preferred candidate, at least let's make the ends connect somehow, because they don't.
Dan,
they aren't.
Let me comment on that one. There's nothing to do with that. It's a handicap being Polish. That is a handicap of being, when the whole journalists for all around the world will be voting, they will obviously, when they stand between a player playing for Argentina winning Copa de America, he will be ahead of Poland. It's the same as being a defender in Ballon d'Or is a handicap. Maldini never won it. Philipp Lahm never won it. So handicap we can go on without being told that is ridiculous. Because that is how voting are functioning, Shaka. Welcome in 2021.
Once again, I don't see a point, but okay.
Don, are we in a situation where, obviously, we're looking for arguments for X, Y, or Z, where we just take Messi for granted?
No, I don't think anyone's took it for granted, for sure. I just think the Ballon d'Or's losing its credibility. I think anyone that knows the game knows that in the last 12 months, Lewandowski and arguably Jorginho has been better than Messi. And no one's saying over a period of time.
What if Messi at the Euros...
Messi's not the greatest player of all time?
What if Messi had never done anything before in his life? And what if he went to Copa America, lead assists, lead goals, lead man of the matches? What if he won all of those,
just watch
led
the
Argentina to Copa America?
With your eyes. Just watch the games with your eyes. You don't have to go on a fantasy Messi mission. He's the best player that's ever lived. Fact.
No, but you're not listening to what I'm saying, Don. What I'm saying is...
You cannot sit here and say he's been better than Lewandowski in the last 12 months. He hasn't been.
No, I honestly think, had there been a Ballon d'Or last year, Lewandowski would have won, should have won. And I think everybody's feeling, okay, is feeling that sentiment towards Robert Lewandowski, that he deserved it last year and there is a spillover. But there was a pandemic, there was no awards, we move on. I think over the last 12 months, what you've seen from Lionel Messi, both individually and with the national team, warrants that. And while you can make the argument around Jorginho, I don't think Jorginho was the standout player for Italy. I certainly don't think he was the standout player for Chelsea. While both those teams won, I don't think he was the standout player for either. So that's my opinion.
Jorginho, Shaq, wasn't one of the standout players for Italy in the Euros.
I said Jorginho was not the standout player for Italy in the Euros. That's what I said, yes.
He was incredible.
I'm not denying that. He wasn't. Chiesa was better than him. Donnarumma was better than him.
Yeah, mate, he won the Champions League with Chelsea.
But it's all about...
N'Golo Kante carried him.
Oh, my days. Oh, my days. N'Golo Kante carried Jorginho in the Champions Leagues.
In the latter stage of the Champions League, yes.
Oh, dear me. Dear me. I don't know what to say.
Doesn't this epitomise, though, Jules, what you were saying? You've got 6 people here who watch a lot of football who can't agree on it.
Exactly.
On this. And this is just what it's all about, isn't it?
Exactly.
So this kind of like this anger and this kind of bias and everything that we've been talking about is kind of just explained over the first 15 minutes of this show.
Exactly. And there's been years where we all agreed that it was Messi or it was Ronaldo or it was Modric or whatever. There were other years, not just 2021, but 2010, 2013, 2018, where we would all have disagreed on, oh, I think he deserves it, no, he deserves it, no, he deserves it. I think this is what it is. And in a way, this is a good thing. And yet, there are countries where maybe the football knowledge is not as strong as Stevie's or Don's or Jan's. And of course, and I think even France Football would agree with that and acknowledge it, except that this is a trophy for the whole world to vote on. And this is what also is beautiful. It reminds us how high Messi and Ronaldo, of course, have put the bar, because even when he's not having the best of his seasons, he's still 30 points clear of Lewandowski, who's had the best season of his life and will never beat it, and yet still finishing second. This is just, this is part of it. I've got more issues with Lewandowski being given this new thing that they gave him just to say, hey, sorry, mate, we could not give you the one last year. We still don't know why.
Ridiculous.
This time you've been harshly done again. But hey, here you go, on your mantelpiece, have the mini one for the best striker or goal scorer, whatever that was. I felt that to be humiliating for Lewandowski, I have to be honest.
I think that's the one thing we'll all agree on.
But yeah, and overall, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's a token award that in the grand scheme of things doesn't really matter.
I love it. I mean, I love to discuss football, but I don't
Me
love
too.
Shaka when Shaka suddenly called a handicap, and he doesn't understand why it's a handicap coming from a smaller football nation, or being a defender or a keeper. That is a handicap because they will always win. And the last years, I remember when they made that 5-6 years ago, I think I was there, they had the best 11 of the Champions League season and all played in La Liga. All played in La Liga. Yeah, right. Great.
Where's Luka Modric from? Didn't he win the Ballon d'Or once?
I think he did, Shaka. It's 2018.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.